Right now we are talking about used cars. Are you in the market to buy a car? Perhaps a used car? What you need to know before you purchase one. Joining me this morning, none other than our automan, Brian Bowersock. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
We don't want to drive off with a lemon, so what do we need to know?
We don't. We want our used car to sound as beautiful as the music that just
absolutely
brought us in here
nice.
for sure. Good stuff there. Good stuff. So yes, you know what? It's good to have a used car looked at. Obviously, you know, you go out, a lot of folks kind of impulse buy. They find the car that they want and by looks. And I even run into folks that sometimes never drive a car before they buy it.
Ooh, that's not a wise decision there.
So we're talking about this morning just a couple things you need to do. Number one, we always recommend that you get a thorough inspection of it by an independent party of your choosing if you're going to buy the purchase a car. AAA has put together a really good pre-purchase inspection that we all tend to use. It runs about $90 to do the inspection, $89.95, and it's very thorough. It's about a 3-hour inspection. Go through. Now, there's a couple things that we often find on used cars that you really want to know about, and that is, number one, prior collisions that somebody didn't disclose to you that were not fixed really well.
Which makes it a salvage title.
Could be a salvage title, or could just be, if they fixed it paying cash, though, it won't be a salvage title.
Oh.
You got to be careful of that.
A lot of people don't know that. It's a good
tidbit. Know that. Sometimes we put vehicles up and we take a good look of them and we say, this car was in a bad accident, or it's been in an accident, it wasn't fixed 100% properly. We can see things like that. The second thing is maintenance and repairs that have been set aside and not done on the vehicle. The outside might look all pretty and the inside looks nice, creature comfort stuff, but if you have mechanical issues going on or services have not been performed on the car regularly, then we have some question marks that we need to answer prior to proceeding forward with purchasing the vehicle.
Right. So do you want to take a mechanic with you, or are you allowed to take that car to a mechanic? How does that work?
What you should do in most places, even if it's a dealer that's selling a used car or something like that, or an independent, should allow you to take it to a place of your choosing, or have them bring it to the place you're choosing, you set it up. And we do a lot of those for folks. The reason for that is it's very hard to take somebody out to look at the vehicle. But we get it into the facility, we get it up, we do a thorough inspection on it, remove the wheels and everything, look at the bottom and all that, get a good idea. So usually you can set that up to have it dropped off by the selling. If they don't want to do that, it's probably not a car you want to buy. There's something going on there.
That's a red flag right there.
Correct. And the only other thing we strongly recommend, other than looking at the vehicle and driving it and spend some time with it yourself, is Carfax. You can get a lot of history off the vehicle. Folks like us, we're part of Carfax. All of our repairs, if your vehicles are serviced at our facility, will show up on a Carfax when you run the VIN number. So you can tell who's been servicing it, where, things like that. A lot of great information there.
Are there certain miles on a car that you should, if it goes after 80,000, 100,000, you should be like, I might want to stay away from that?
Well, you know, it really depends on how the car's been serviced and taken care of. We've seen some high mileage cars that are in great condition. But then also, if they haven't been serviced properly, you're right, when they start to get high mileage. So truly, the inspection and the Carfax, those two things, you do that and you drive the car yourself, make sure you're really comfortable with it. You do all three of those, and you should end up with a pretty pleasant buying experience.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us, Brian Bowersock.
Glad to be here as always. Thank you.
All right.